Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is here if you need it. Told myself before I clicked this, I was just like, let's just get to the point today. Let's get to the point. The truth is, we are run by our false self. We are run by an ego that has been trained and submitted by thousands of years of hurting, by 1,000 years of carefully, carefully curating a specific handful of anxieties that we feel everyone should have. That's the setup. But to operate from that Christ consciousness, that higher self, that inner light, we need to understand that the first thing we must do is give up the false self and give up the version of us that feels like we got all the right answers. One that lets the insecurity, lets the abandonment, lets the discomfort steer the ship at all moments. The first thing we have to do is acknowledge that we have to be willing to be uncomfortable in that unknown by ignoring those urges of our false self and deciding to lead with love and trust a higher power. It's helicopters. It's that I used to think it was so. I used to think it was such a lofty woo woo idea. This idea of just like not caring at all, like not leaning on my own understanding at all, and just like walking this path, and it would be the yellow brick road and all of those things. Like I used to think that that was so impractical. Like it was something I just couldn't quite grasp. But the thing I've come to know more and more is this path is not a path of of thinking, it's a path of feeling. It's a path connected directly to this deep well within all of us. It is a feeling path. You you would spend so much time thinking about like, oh, what would it be like to be different, to be elevated, to only realize that you have to experience it to break that new ground. So the truth is, now that I'm just gonna cut and get straight to it, is are you willing to be uncomfortable for a little while and trust fully that you are being led by a cosmic divine spark? Are you willing to trust that and be uncomfortable for a little bit? Having to deal with, oh shit, well, what if that doesn't work out? Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pull that one off. Just completely and utterly accepting that your false self has been running the show. It may be clunky in the beginning. This is a path of commitment, but at the same time, think about it. I would love to let my false self still lead the show and get the downloads. I would love that. Wouldn't yeah? Let me still pad my insecurities and make sure that I got everything under control, um, and still get all the downloads. It's not gonna work like that. It's full submission. It's full commitment. And understanding that you aren't checking out of anything, you're checking into everything. It's that simple. I mean, shit, I'm not perfect. I oscillate between these, but what I do know is when I feel aligned and led, that's like adrenaline, man. That doesn't. That doesn't check you out of anything. That makes you such an active participant in life. I feel like sometimes subconsciously our false self, our ego feeds us this lie that's like, yeah, but if you commit to this, you're gonna be in an orange robe on a mountain. So if you're not ready to do that, like stop. It's like, nah, man. People's paths are their paths. We were sent here as creators. We were sent here as builders, as makers. Your divine spark is is something that needs to be expressed when you can operate fully in authenticity. Told myself I was gonna keep it short. I'll just reiterate the message one more time because I needed to. I am willing to be uncomfortable in full faith and trust that I am led by a divine spark. I am willing to accept that the fears and blockages within me have been set up by my false self and they do not serve me where I'm going. Yeah. Oh, I think it's the spring equinox too. Happy astrological new year. It's here if you need it.